Hi, chat. How we doing? Let me pull this up. I'm gonna rant. The first thing I'm gonna do in this stream is I'm gonna rant, cause oh my. How are you guys doing? Before I rant, how are you all doing? Hope your days have been doing well. I'm gonna strangle my audio system. How's it look? How's it looking? The ocean. Are you doing all right? How's your days been? Apologies for being a little bit late. We'll get on to that. We'll get on to that. A shorter stream today, in case you guys don't remember. Tuesdays on my shorter stream. So we're not doing any Minecraft today. We're not doing Skyblock. I do have something to show you from Skyblock though. So don't think there's nothing. There is something to show you. We're also going to be looking at something else in a second. If I can find it. Here it is. Anyway, I hope everyone's day is doing well. Like I said. Okay, let's rant for a second. Let's rant for a little bit, shall we? So, what happened? Why am I late? So today was a big presentation for Elgato, which is what I use for all my audio systems. Stream decks, audio systems, the software itself. They had a massive presentation today about them updating to a new audio system that allows everything to be better. That happened live in the middle of while I was setting up for stream. The update rolled out, and I was like, "Okay, it's an update. Let's check it out, see what it does." I'm gonna look at you guys when I say this. When I tell you, I installed this update and it reset every piece of audio I had perfectly set up the way I wanted it. So I just spent the last 20 minutes reconnecting everything, and my music still won't work. This isn't the music that you're hearing, by the way. This is the SFX category. My music category. Hang on, if I switch real quick, let me switch the music category. It's gonna look like a right fool if this shows up. Nothing. Sorry, VOD watchers, you don't get to hear that one because it's just not showing up for you. But it just didn't work. Just decided we're not gonna work. So I'm hoping this sounds all right. I'm probably gonna find other bugs as we're going through today because I don't know what's going on. I genuinely don't know what's happened. Also, I feel like I'm a bit. Why am I looking a bit? No, am I the right? I'm the right volume, aren't I? I just think I'm just louder than normal because I'm. Anyway, we do have a cool few things to look at. One is very exciting, very, very exciting indeed. Is a new power announcement got announced to do with some new cameos that are showing up in tomorrow. I just read the date again. Showing up tomorrow, and I thought I'd share on the stream who they are. Let me boop. You guys can't see. Boop. Avid and Ollie are back. We didn't. Avid was, of course, in Vampires, and I've just loved his content ever since. Yes, we got Avid. This really, like, you know, fish, but like a nice looking fish. Then we get Ollie. Hi, Ollie. You are something. So that's awesome. That's awesome. He gives King Shark energy, and I kind of love it. If you don't know who King Shark is, let me enlighten you. Let me enlighten you real quick to who I'm on about when I say it gives King Shark energy. Let's have a look here. King Shark moments. Chat, look at this. You're going to see it immediately because I'm going to show you him and then we're going to flick to the audio that I'm going to show you. Let me find a good. Let me find some good moments. One second. It's just waiting for it to load. All right, let's find a bet. Okay, I'm gonna pull this up. Hopefully, we won't get copyrighted for this. We should be fine. But I'm gonna show you all. This is who I'm on about. Music, get paused for a second.
Shit. What the fuck?
And that the Nahweh is a descendant, wrong and deadly.
Does it talk?
Book read.
Wow.
So smart, me. Enjoy books so much.
I was hoping you'd entertain my kid's birthday party.
We need to debrief.
You see, it's just King Shark. Wait. This, I can imagine Ollie like sat listening to like one of the royals, and they just go.
We need to debrief.
And this just happens. We're gonna pull up Ollie, but we're gonna keep the audio. So Ollie, imagine he's sitting in front of like the monarch, the current ruling monarch, and this happens.
And
Yes.
Especially with
And he just sit. He's like, and yes, yeah. You see me? I'm the best. That's the vibes I get from Ollie's character. Especially, I have to pull up the scene because it's one of the most iconic ones ever. Ollie's told to to be on lookout for the other kingdom.
bird.
Anyway, my point has been proven. That's awesome. I love this design. It fits perfectly. And of course, Avid's is just amazing anyway. Avid's just no complaints there. A bird. Bird. But yeah, very cool. I'm very excited for these two to show up tomorrow. I'll definitely be watching that because I won't be live. I will be coming back and chilling out tomorrow. My schedule is on the Discord if you want to go see it. I did also do something today. I made something. So who here was okay, rough show of hands. If you weren't here, it's fine. Who was here for the Skyblock stream a few days ago? Who was around for the Skyblock stream? I finished a build. Cough. Hi, Modi. I was lurking. Then that's fine. You guys know that I made the tree. If you guys saw that, I finished the tree. By the way, we are gonna get ads in 3 minutes. I keep pausing it for you. Unfortunately, I can't keep pausing it. It's run out of options to snooze the ads. So unfortunately, if you don't have a sub, you will get ads. But if you do have a sub, then you're fine. I finished it. I finished building it in the actual world. I grinded for the past. Today's Tuesday. I was last live on. So was I last live on Sunday? Wait, did I need to check my schedule on this. Was it actually Sunday? Oh my god, it was actually Sunday. So I spent the last 2 days grinding this build in super flat. Like not super flat, Skyblock. And I actually managed to build it. And I time-lapsed the whole thing. I recorded the whole thing in flashback. And I have the recording so you all can see. It'll be in the video when the edited video's out, but I thought I'd show you all what I've been working on while I've been gone for 2 days. I've not took any breaks. I've still been working. So if I pull this up real quick. Can I? No. Are you ready? I'm going to pause the music. It has got some music in the background. It's got Avid MC's, one of Avid MC's songs in it, just to give it a bit of background music. But enjoy the time lapse of the build being constructed. I also did more. I did a lot more, and I'll probably show you. Why isn't this coming through? Hang on. Why isn't this coming through? Again, with the audio issues messing things up for me. Oh, I know why. Hang on, 2 seconds. Adobe Premiere, I want you to come out of Seriously, why is this not picking up now? Come out of there? I think. Maybe. Hang on, let's check to see if this works. No, it's not. Let me. You're gonna. The audio is gonna cut from me in a second, but it's purely just while I reset it. Like I said, their update is apparently going to be good for the long run. It's terrible when you're about to start streaming and it messes up. Ads are in 50 seconds, by the way. All right. Seriously? Yeah, like it's not even. It's like it doesn't even recognize my thing anymore. All right, hang on. Let me make a new system real quick. All right. Chat, we're live fixing audio while we're doing this because this is really annoying me. So what do we need? We need OBS, OBS browser page, Chrome. OBS. Oh, come on. Why is it not available? Hang on. I'm going to have to open this. Thinking about it. It's really annoying because it's my alerts tab, so I kind of need to hear this. It's really annoying if this doesn't work. Baby, all good. Oh, I'm struggling here, so you got all the time you need. You still not wanting to work with me? Like, seriously? What is going on? Okay, now that one's coming up. But my actual... You know, what if I just rename it? What if I just rename it? Let's come over here. There it is. Find it. I'm just going to rename all these real quick. Just so I can maybe see them a bit better. All right, music. You should hopefully have a new name now. Oh, look, the one I set it to just reset its name. I don't know why it reset its name. It just did. Which is really annoying. New voice chat. Yep. All right, is this going to come through now? Cool, now nothing is coming through. Probably because, okay, chat, we're slowly figuring this out. Loud. Very loud. Oh, I know why. I know why. Okay. Let's open this. I'm preparing for this to be very loud in my ears. Oh, dead silent. That works too. What? Hang on. What? Should I ever just have something and it just... you just... hate it. Oh my god, wait. There it is for that one. Where is it for this one? Okay. I'm just gonna pray this works. Why are you listed as that? That is so weird. My system is labeled as my voice chat. What? I hope my struggle is entertaining, by the way. If it's not, I apologize. It's just going to be a today thing. Oh my god, you can finally hear it. Okay, there we go. Are you guys finally ready? It's go time. We're actually ready. Alright. This is what I worked on all of the past 2 days. I hope this doesn't get copyrighted for the YouTube, but if it does, I apologize. Avid said it should be fine to use his music, so I did. And I'm crediting him. Get into it, and you can see my past 2 days of work.
Nothing to stop me from stepping off. I hear the call from the abyss below, and it's sending me a sign to come on home. But I'll find my way through the void. And I'll find my way no matter what it takes in the void. The embrace of the abyss around. It's a vacuous symphony of sound. And there's that call louder than before. And it's telling me I found what I'm looking for. But I'll find my way
There's the branch.
through the void. And I'll find my way no matter what it takes in the void.
Oh, you see at the bottom? You see at the bottom? There's new stuff.
Anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Well, I don't know. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Well, I don't know. But I found my way through the void. And I've found my way. This is where I'll stay in the void.
There's the tree. It's officially finished. I finished the tree. and you get to see that on what day are we live for that? What day is that? Friday? I think it's Friday. Yes, you get to see that on Friday, as well as me continuing on the world in general. Hang on, real quick. I just need to test something. Why is that so weird? Oh, that's why. That's weird, but I'm not going to question it. Oh, wait. Yes, I am. There we go. No, I am going to question it. Why is that being weird? No, that might be a future me problem. Is this a future me problem? Yes. No. It's not a future me problem. It is a I'm being stupid question. Stupid problem. There we go. Fixed it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. That was a cool little thing. I hope you enjoyed the time lapse. That was. Do we watch it twice? No, we'll watch it once. It's cool. I will show you the dome though. The dome's finished. Just before we hop into Outer Wilds, I'll show you guys what I got done in the creative world, because I'm really proud of it. Honestly, really proud of what I got done. This took by the way, I'm going to say this. Creative world took 1 day. Building it in survival took my 2nd day. Remember, I was live on Sunday. I then took Sunday night to finishing creative, and I took Monday night to do the survival part. I locked in. I kind of locked in because I knew I was going live today. Real quick, just test that you guys can hear this audio. Yeah, you can. All right, you ready to see this? Look how cool this is. I officially finished the dome. I'm really proud of how this came out. This bottom part. And I hope this kind of gives off the vibe we're looking for now that the first one is built. It's this angle you're meant to look at it from, so. Yeah, I hope this kind of gives the interpretation of what Dome 1 is going to look like. All done. The bottom isn't done yet, but I'm still debating whether we have like a massive jet, basically, or like if we're going to have one jet in the middle boosting it up, or if we're going to have multiple little jets like pushing it up, or if we're going to do a more sci-fi route and have like discs underneath, like hover platforms holding it up. But I just know this is basic. By the way, I'm going to mention this. I know I said rustic futuristic. This is futuristic. My character is adding rustic things to this already existing thing. So this was already here canonically when he arrived. All future builds, he's adding on to it himself. Like bridges connecting the different islands, that's him. These domes were just sent up by themselves. I'm not going to say why they were sent up or who they were sent up by. But if you like lore, especially like, for example, Sci-Fi Owen, how he does his lore, you're going to enjoy how I'm going to tell this story with subtle details. Some logos that I'm going to put on aren't on yet because I don't want to spoil it. There's going to be logos on this place and also extra bits on the side here. Also, my render distance is far too high. I'm going to add extra bits onto the side where basically the guy has carved out a wall and built himself like a little area on the outside. But I'm really proud of how this shape came out. I don't know what it is about this shape on the outside. I just really like how that came across. And also, I'm taking inspiration from a bit of Doketech. If you know what Doketech is, then you know Avid MC and SBK. Eventually, we will also have something very similar to Dork Tech to make things quick to get around. Because I thought, convenience. Who wants to walk everywhere like this when you can... Who wants to walk everywhere like this when you can hop on this and just speed? You know, it's just convenient, honestly. When you stay on the trapdoors. Is it going to take a while? Yes. Is it a really cool dome? I love it, personally. And we're going to have one of these for each tree. So Modi, I'm looking at you when I say this. We're going to build more custom trees. So if you enjoyed me building this one, you're in for more in the future. Oh god, yeah, I know. But now do you guys see why I said before I played Outer Wilds that this was very Outer Wilds coded? It's a makeshift like space program in quotation marks and very silently because spoilers. It's a space program that is to save their planet. That's all I'm saying. That's all you guys are getting. I ain't leaking anything. That's all you get. But I'm so proud of this. And this will also act as our tree farm. If you've realized on the inside, this will also be our oak tree farm. So it's not that cobblestone bit that you saw during the time lapse. Meditating on something that will crash out most likely. It's fine. A crash out is part of the building process. By the way, just testing this because Modi, I don't know if you were here. Did you see the time lapse of the tree getting built in survival? Because that took a while and that was cool. Did you see that happening or were you BRB? No, do you want to say it real quick? I can boot it up just in case anyone was away while I was having tech issues. Let me boot up Premiere real quick. By the way, also, Modi, because I don't know if you were here, and you're also probably the only one that I know who might care about this, Bannerfall cameos. Did you see the Bannerfall cameos get announced? Avid MC and Orion Sound. Very cool. All right, I got it. They're amazing. Yeah. I wonder if anyone else will get a cameo one day. Anyway, time-lapse time. You ready? Has some... He does. Avid has so much whimsy. And then you have Ollie, who is... Shark. Hand. Anyway, you ready? Also, if you like Avid, you're gonna like this time-lapse. Alright, let's get into it. I'm gonna put myself back up in the corner. This was me over the past 2 days.
I'm in the sky, I'm on this block, and there's nothing to stop me from stepping off. I hear the call from the abyss below, and it's sending me a sign to come on home. But I'll find my way through the void, and I'll find my way no matter what it takes in the void. The embrace of the abyss around, it's a vacuous symphony of sound, and there's that call louder than before, and it's telling me I found what I'm looking for. But I'll find my
My way through the void.
and I'll
Find my way. What it takes in the void. there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? I don't know. I'm so glad that tree looks like a tree. You left me for a day and I just completely messed it up. Oh, so I've started on the Dome platform. Through the void, and I found my way. Where else in the void? Especially since I'm not much of a builder, I'm an artist. That's fair, but you also technically are a assistant builder, because that wouldn't have came out anything like it looks now if it wasn't for you helping me out. So that's time lapse, because I didn't want to leave you guys in the dark or the YouTube audience in the dark for how I built it. So that's now locked in, and that'll probably come at the end of the first video. I don't know if I want to make it a series right now, but if I'm gonna make it a series, then I'm gonna probably put big builds at the end of videos. So we have like all the build up beforehand, and then we end on a time lapse, and then it fades out to black, and that's the end of an episode. I was looking at a tree like, oh, that looks like a first grade tree. Well, I was never an artistic person. If you saw some of the art that I did as a kid, then you'd think differently, but like, I was not an artistic person. But yeah, as long as you guys enjoyed the final product, especially the dome. The dome was my biggest, like, I'm not sure. I think it still needs some tweaks. I think it needs some little details. I'm thinking like air vents, air conditioning units, stuff like that, just on the side of it to make it look alive, like wires, and just stuff like that. And then on the outside, of course, we're going to have like other stuff. I was and am terrible at drawing nature. Still am doing with the floor. Going with the floor. That's fair. But, Muddy, have you seen those artistic interpretations you sent in the Discord? That's peak artistry right there. Chat never saw it, did they? Wait, chat, we never showed you how the tree came out. Hang on, let's find this. So I'm gonna show you guys. So this right here is how the tree started. This was Modi's artist interpretation. Yeah, Modi was made in the mid 10 seconds, and it looks like absolute peak, chat. So the tree you've just watched started like this, and it's amazing. That's the artist interpretation of the tree you've just seen me build, and it's like the same thing. It's like practically the same thing. If I look at this and just add leaves, I can see the tree. I can see the vision that we've just watched get built. I can see it right there. I just take a crayon and just like color in the green bits. It's the same thing. But anyway, thank you, Modi, for helping us on Sunday with the tree. That turned out awesome in the actual world. Anyway, should we get into some Outer Wilds finally? Because we don't actually have long today. So should we get into some Outer Wilds? By the way, I'm going to say it as well. I want to say a massive thank you to all of you who have tuned in for streams recently. Chat, we almost hit 1,000 views last stream. It's massive. If we can somehow hit 1,000 views before the end of this month, that would be crazy. That would genuinely be insane and mean the world to me. I'm assuming I'll be helping next time. As long as you're here. If you're here, then I'd appreciate the help. Especially because I think next time's going to be spruce. I think next time's going to be a spruce tree. So if you want some advance and some research in advance, it's going to be a spruce tree. If you want to start some artistic interpretation. And then my forest, perfect. We're going to need a spruce tree. I also, something I haven't decided yet is I'm going to have all the domes look the same. Maybe I should have all the domes look the same, but have a different number on them. So Oak's 1, Spruce is 2. So it shows like they were sent up at different times. Like 1 was sent up first, and 2 was sent up second, third, fourth, fifth. It kind of just depends how the tree turns out, doesn't it? Unless we copy the dome Do we copy the dome and just make it like, and then just put the tree already in the middle? Like we just add the tree with the area we've got. Maybe for the spruce tree, you guys saw how there was that hole in the top of the dome? What if we have the spruce tree poking out that hole? Like it's too big for the dome and it literally sprouted out the top. We do the same with the jungle one. Any tall trees can stick out the top of the domes. And then that could be a cool little detail. And then having like branches. Or Moody, here's an idea that I'm going to mention for you. You know the branches that we had coming out the ground? We had like, the dirt literally coming up in the branches being big branches. What if we had like some branches physically like almost like hair coming down the roots, sorry, not branches, roots. What if we had like some roots up high roots / branches up high kind of going down the dome, like down the glass? I think that could look cool. Especially for the jungle. Jungle is what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think that's gonna. Yes, yeah. All right, we'll start planning that in the next planning stream, which probably won't be Sunday. It'll probably be the next one, which will be Sunday. We'll probably plan again on Sunday. So if you're free for Sunday's stream, then we'll start planning then. So just checking something before we move on. That's crazy. Sorry, I just seen this and I'll share because I'm kind of a One Piece. So I got tests. We'll see. We'll work around it. We got the mod chat. We'll work around it for streams. By the way, I just saw this and it's kind of crazy. Just before we get into Outer Wilds, I know I keep putting it off, but like this is cool. The One Piece creator has hidden the secret of the One Piece on a piece of paper, in a bottle, in a chest, and then sunk it to the bottom of the ocean, 651 meters below sea level, until the story of One Piece is completed, and then they will take it out of the ocean. How guarded do you want this secret? That's insane. But that's really cool, and if anyone can find it, then, well, I guess they know the secret of One Piece. But yeah, that's just really cool. Should we hop into Outer Wilds? Oh, good, Moody. The One Piece is real. The One Piece is literally real. It is in the middle of the ocean somewhere right now. I'm just booting up the game. We already have Avid fan art, by the way, of Bannerfall Avid, and he's not even been in the thing yet. That's insane. All right, let's boot up Outer Wilds. Steam. How's your day? It's been pretty good, except the audio issues. Today's been great. And I'm still struggling to figure them out now, honestly. But I think I've got... Wait, is Outer Wilds going to have audio? Is Outer Wilds going to have audio? Oh, I really hope Outer Wilds has audio, or else this is going to be so bad. I'll have to check. There's a good chance Outer Wilds does not have audio. You know, I'm already preparing. Sorry if that's really loud, by the way, chat. I'm just figuring stuff out. All right, there we go. Outer Wilds, have you got audio? I'm going to guess maybe not. Hopefully now it should. Can you guys hear this? Yes. Yes, you can. Awesome. Sorry, I'm just closing down some tabs if the audio cuts. We're back in Outer Wilds, and I think today we're going to try and get into the expedition. The observatory. We need to try and get into the observatory, don't we? And we were going to use the underground city. Right, that's what we're doing today. Good plan. The expedition always takes a while, but just hold on. Because if you all remember last time, we went to the planet that was being swallowed by a black hole. We then found the guy who was sent there. He was like underground in a safe spot, and there was tunnels that connected each of the hanging city. And until the universe exploded, we were pretty safe. All right. Let's go. We have no time to waste. All right, straight off. Off we go. Let's find us that planet. I still love how this game looks, visually. There it is, Brittle Hollow. They come in kind of slowly. I mean, to match its speed as we come around. Right. What we need to essentially do is get to the hanging city before most of the planet caves in on itself. Which is easier said than done, but hopefully shouldn't be too bad. You know, we can hope at least, chat. We can hope. Especially because here is this is the Tower of Knowledge, the Tower of Wisdom, wasn't it? I genuinely don't remember its name, but it was cool and it existed. Alright, yep, down here. Now, if we can find the city, that would be great. Actually, we might not need to. If we hurry up a little bit and go just across here. Tower of Terror? Yes, it was the Tower of Terror. I believe... Never mind, it's not that. It could have been over there. I'm trying to remember where this guy was. Unless he was a bit lower? You'd think you could be able to see a hanging city, right? From, like, anywhere. I'm really trying to remember where this place was. There. You can see it. I believe that's it. If I'm wrong, then that's really bad. Whoa, let's hope. Hang on, let's translate the crossroads. You know what? Turn left at the crossroads. Using Minecraft logic for this one. I'm pretty sure that's where he is. I'm pretty sure he's there in the tree line. Yep, you can hear him. Alright, so he's here. We then went up the mushrooms. Good to know that that's just down there, though. We basically need to find that tower. We need to go down to the crossroads, turn left, turn back right, and then we're there. So cool. That's the Gravity Canyon. Yep. And then we have the different districts. Okay, so from the... Okay. There was something... Yes, because here's the city. The Hanging City. From the Hanging City, we can go to the middle, the tower, and then from the tower to the observatory. Or from the knowledge to the observatory. It's kind of figuring out the route, which I think we need to explore the city first. Mainly because we know the Hanging City is safe from collapsing. Now, we already explored... Where did we explore last time? We explored the School District and the Meltwater District. We now need to go to the Eye Shrine District. Oh, we were already at the Eye Shrine District. Okay, hang on. Oh, right, we can't fly. We can't fly. Just stick and walk. And we need to go to this, which is the... Completely lost its name, but we'll figure it out in due time. I remember now, yes, this was way more unstable than the last one. And we tried to read some bits about it and it just, the universe collapsed in on itself. Ooh, trees. That's interesting. Okay, hang on. Unstable, SMP. The unstable SM... Oh wait, we found it. Okay, cool. Be welcomed in this space. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to this star system, the signal from the eye. We observe the eye's signal in our travels and follow it here to find its source. What we know is the source of the signal, which we have all chosen to call the eye of the universe, was older than the universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your minds to the possibilities. It looks like a door. Ship log updated, cool. What is the eye of the universe? Summon the eye for more advanced... Suppose the eye is a more advanced being.
Go superstar. I knew
Thank you for following. Not. The eye is older than the universe, so imagine how much it could teach us. The eye is the source of the signal that brought us here. By the way, thank you, Modi. I forgot to do that. Perhaps it's a cosmic library. Well, it looks like this can be translated. How can the eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it's a relic from a previous universe. The early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the eye's signal? From the signal, we are able to determine the eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. Suppose the eye wishes to communicate. A signal is the eye's voice. It speaks a language we do not yet know. Or maybe the signal is the eye's attempt to express itself. The signal is a call. We were the intended audience. So the eye did call them here. This looks like a window, I'm going to be so honest, but it looks like we can't get through it. This looks like a door, right? I'm not the only one thinking that. So the eye brought them here. Ship's over there. But then what? It just like abandoned them? It seems weird that like it would call them, whatever the eye is, called them here just to leave them. Oh, Solomon, I am no longer believe, as I did as a child on an Ember Twin, that the eye of the universe, the source of the signal, wishes to harm us, but it may not want to be found either. In fact, the eye may not have wishes at all. We have no evidence supporting this. The terrible circumstances of our arrival here are almost certainly exactly that, circumstance. I suspect imagining we are special to the eye in some ways wishful thinking. The eye might have called out to any sentient species. Or it might not have been calling out at all. And that's my ancestors heard the eye signal holds no great or deeper meaning. This wouldn't be so bad, I think. And they also had doubters of the eye, people who doubted that the eye reached out to them and was just another signal wanting to be followed. It didn't reach out to them, it just reached out to anyone. Which would be a kind of a crazy revelation. If this civilization that devoted everything to this eye, it just doesn't matter. Nothing mattered. It called out to anyone. They're not essentially special. I saw this and I wondered what it was. Black Hole Forge controls. Ooh, hang on. Controls? Wait. Hang on, what is that? What did I just do? Okay, we have to go back up there, right? We have to. I'm glad I saw this, because I just hopped down here on a whim. And just kind of thought, hey, we can have a look. So where did it... It's right at the top. It's that top part. How do we get to it? Oh, it's... Can we continue going up? Ah, come on. It's lost its strength. Oh, trees detected. Okay, cool. We just need to keep going up, I suppose. Yes! Oh, I don't think that's how I was meant to do it, but I did it anyway. That's how I did it. Genuinely no clue. I just kind of jumped and hoped it worked. Black Hole Forge. Yeah. All right, so what is this thing? By the way, we can't jump. If we jump, we're going straight downwards. We have to stay on this path or else we're falling. And of course, we don't have a stone. We need to find a stone and then come back here. Which that should be... Where was it? I genuinely don't even remember where that stone was. Oh, it's another statue thing. Hello. Is this meant to be the warp gate? Also, I'm noticing this, so I'm gonna pick this up. Where am I taking the first black hole core? And where am I taking the remaining cores once we're ready? All of the warp towers are being constructed on Ash Twin, so the black hole cores would go there. My gratitude. In that case, Poke, Larry, I'm leaving for delivery. I'll send Yarrow your regards. Poke, I'll return to the Forge shortly. I'm going to catch up to Root and help him deliver the first core to Ash Twin, just to make Yarrow receive it. Of course you are. The white hole cores are for the warp receiver. Each of the 6 receivers are being constructed at different locations, so those deliveries will be a greater pain in your cervical spine. Ah, I see. The tower designs in the high energy lab on Ember Twin reveal each receiver location. Ask Yarrow. He is familiar with them. Back in a moment. Oh, good money. Right. And then let's stick in this other scroll. Of note, Yarrow believes he spotted a flaw in the warp tower design. Namely, shouldn't that be mainly? That one of the warp towers in Ash Twin will never activate because its warp receiver will never align overhead. Does your romantic interest think a warp tower alignment point is its receiver? Does he not know the warp tower actually aligns with the center, its corresponding astral body? That isn't an unreasonable belief, given the receiver does have to be located on or in close orbit around the relevant astral body. I seem to recall this was your interest, your understanding of warp technology at first. No, Yarrow understands the distinction. He likely doesn't realize the Hourglass twins are so close together they function as a single astral body, with a shared alignment point in between them. Oh, so we essentially, it's just saying we need to go to the Hourglass twins. By the way, we're going to see this line up in a second. I want to see what it does. I think it's going to do something, or it's going to just mean, hey, that's when it's lined up. Yeah, so that's the split-second gap of teleportation. Oh, wait. The Ash Twin Project. I doubt this will work. But we have a stone about the Ash Twin Project in a place that's just told us a bunch about the Ash Twins. I'm assuming this is not going to work. Oh, wait. Ooh, okay. I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside himself with joy. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? The core durability could still be improved. We need more time. Ignore it, Yarrow. The core is finished, and if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design work is beautifully clever. They had doubts between each other. Can we see this? Well, I still don't know what this is, but it's clearly something. Yes, I see the glowing eyes. I just don't know what any of it means. I have no idea what this at all is in reference to. Genuinely clueless at that point. Well. Well, that didn't go so well. I've just died. Hey, at least we learned that information before dying. Oh, you heard the crack as well. Look how much information we got though. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna check the ship's log, see what we've got now. And I'm gonna guess we still need to get into that observatory. Alright, ship log. Yep, the quantum shard leads to a quantum signal. Leads to a quantum signal. Leads to a quantum signal. That links to that. The Hanging City is its own thing. The Black Hole Forge. The alignment diagram links back to the Ash Twin project. It all links back to the Ash Twin project. Which I genuinely can't tell if this is the main story or if this is the main story. The eye signal locator. Southern Observatory. Then the Ash Twin project seems to be where it wants us to go. No, we'll do one last try to get to the observatory. Yeah. Okay, we'll do one last try to get to the observatory, and then if that doesn't work, we'll go to the Ash Twin project. We just gotta find it first. Alright, let's find this thing. Where are you? We can find it. It's always difficult to actually find the planets you're looking for. There it is. It looks like we're not getting close to it, by the way, but you'll notice in a second, it will become very close. Like, there's the sun. We're passing underneath the sun right now. I wonder if there's something we can do on this moon, by the way. You notice that moon's the thing raining lava onto the planet. See? It looks like we weren't even approaching it and we overshot. Didn't even realize we had an autopilot. Would have loved to know that earlier. This is the tower we need to get to. So as long as we can settle down here fairly fast. It should be golden here. Yeah, unless a meteor strikes it within the first 20 seconds. Okay, we really gotta be quick because a meteor just struck it straight away. Ow. Gotta be more careful. Yep, shuttles at the quantum moon. We have to find the route to the observatory. The crossroads, yes. But it said from here we can get straight to the observatory. Southern Observatory, this way. Go. Before the planet gets a chance to collapse, we need to race. We are literally racing a collapsing planet. Which way does it want us to go? I'm assuming we just ride out till the end. Oh, you're kidding. No, you're kidding. We're gonna catch this one. We're gonna catch it. We're gonna catch it. Cool. Not what I wanted. All right, it just took us. Cool. Okay, come on, we can do this. Little nervous we're not gonna make it, but it should be fine. Crossroads. Okay, where's that ship? The tower. It's there. Let's forget. Okay, guy. Hi, Ray. Hope you're doing well. I can't believe I missed it by an inch. I was literally flying past it and I just got sucked in by a black hole. Oh, come on. Alright, just don't. It's there. It's that thing. So how do we get there is my question. You know, I might just YOLO it, you know. I might just go for it and see if I can catch the tunnel again. You know, I'm going for it. I don't care. Come on, if we use the curvature of the black hole, we can maybe cling on for dear life. Or I can die, or I can smash my head open on the side of it. Or I can smack my head open on the side of it and crack the helmet. What was I thinking? Alright. Another loop. At least we know what we're doing this time. We need to go to that tower. We need to go under the tower to the crossroads. And then literally on the crossroads, it's our second exit is to the observatory. The observatory then gets us into the underpass to the observatory then gets us in, and then we can figure out more about the eye. I know I said that was our last attempt, but I lied. It's not our last attempt at all. Alright, where are you? Where is it? I did not want to launch a scout. Okay, hang on. That's Giant's Deep. Where are you? There you are. Brittle Hollow. I can see why Rat got inspired by this game to make Reach for the Stars, by the way. This is like I really see the similarities in how you drive that compared to how you drive this. This is a really cool game. Do I miss not playing Skyblock because I've, you know, been really enjoying it? Yes, but do I really enjoy coming back to this game? Oh, 100%. Come on. This tower. Swirl on in. Perfect. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Not the worst landing I've had. Alright. Oxygen, good. Fuel, pretty good. What? Black hole? Still very much there. Steady this time. We're not going to miss it. I believe this is Southern Observatory. Cool. I'm going to just go straight here. And I'm going to guess it's that way. I'm going to guess it's that one. If I'm wrong, then oh boy, we're in for another ride, but this is the only route I haven't been yet, so it kind of has to be. Alright. Unless it's just our... Is it just a rock? Is it... Excuse me, are you just a rock? What do you want from me? Why does this exist? Why do you exist if not for a higher purpose? I feel lied to and betrayed by this game. Unless I've just got a hop. I do feel like it's trying to lead me somewhere using the rocks. Yeah, it's trying to lead me to the other one. Real helpful. Alright, the only place I can think to go is to those two torches. Like, it kind of seems obvious, but at the same time, no offense, nothing in this game's obvious. That doesn't lead anywhere. You know, I'm gonna try it. What the hell? Alright, full power. I don't think we've been here yet. I think this is new. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because there's tree. Yes. That's the observatory. How do we get up and out of here? Come on, you've cheesed this game. Oh, wait, I see it. We literally just have to jump up this wall. There we go. Nice. This is why I like this game. This is why I like this game. It makes you think on your feet. And the good thing is, the observatory, as we've noticed by our previous runs, never fall in. They never seem to fall, which is really cool. Because it means we're not racing against the planet anymore. We're now racing against ourselves. Well, not ourselves, but the doomed collapse of the universe. If you've been here before, you know what that means. If you think I sound crazy, just give it a few minutes. And you'll see what I mean. We're in. This is the door that was locked before. But guess what? It's now unlocked. It was locked from the inside. Giant's Deep. Kanoi, Daz and I are lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly. And one somehow sank down beneath the current. Kanoi, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Cassava convinced me not to try and recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know how it happened. How could something pass through the current? My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire construction a model of Giant's Deep here at Brittle Hollow, Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. Kanoi, I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? The observant pool, that's what they are. If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are the trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's Gravity Canyon, and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. This would have been helpful to know earlier. So that tells us how to get in after we're already in. And then this, same thing. Hang on. Can I? Oh, Noah. Wait, I recognize that place. I recognized it. That was the mine. No, this isn't the mine. Can't translate that. We're looking for this plate. I assume this is Giant's Deep. Just based off color and the wind outside. Okay. That's Giant's Deep. Oh, it shows us what it wants us to see, which is why That makes so much sense. It shows us what we want to see, which is why when we looked at the Ashen Project, it showed us nothing because they didn't want us to see the Ashen Project. Cassava. Construction Vard has been using the Cyclones and Giant Steep to lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit, but one component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Spire and I crafted a module to determine why this happened. An update. It's now clear there are two different types of Cyclone. Most Cyclones on Giant Steep rotate clockwise. These Cyclones Cassava typically use to send components into orbit. There also exists a rarer type of Cyclone that spins the opposite direction and pushes their objects beneath the waters, below the current. My gratitude, Spire. Kanoi is showing me your handiwork, and I'm intrigued by this secondary type of Cyclone. But was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that? A model will be useful as we continue monitoring Giant Steep. Also, I very want to make a model. Alright, so this looks like a giant pool. So yeah, so you look here, there's two types of Cyclones. One that spins clockwise, so I'm assuming if we go into this one, it sucks us up. Yep. And this one spins counterclockwise, which should push us down. Yeah, it doesn't do anything to us. But we can't jump in it either. This entire section is preparing us for Giant Steep, which is our next location. Okay, I see. The observatory really did have a great view though, didn't it? There's Giant Steep. You can see the gas on the surface as lights go off as like impacts hit the planet. So where's our home? That's Brittle Hollow, which is where we don't want to go. No. That's Tanglewood. Or at least something similar in name. 50% fuel. Do you like D&D? Yeah, I do. I haven't played it yet, but I really like it. I really like the concept. Okay, what is this? Oh, this is the Ash Twin Project. Or the... Oh, it shows us a model. Wait, so what if I do more than one? Oh my god, it's literally a solar system. It is a solar system. Yiv. Oh wow, that's massive. What is that? Unable to determine orbit, no signal detected matching any criteria of the Eye of the Universe. That's the Eye of the Universe? Which is why it's got no orbit. It's spinning randomly because it's got no orbit. Weird. And that's ours. That's our solar system. Could really do with some fuel. How shall our methods change as we continue the search for the Eye of the Universe? We know what the Eye looks like, thanks to the Quantum Moon. They went to the Quantum Moon? I thought it was just a ghost. We thought we saw it and we just kind of passed through it. So what if we try to find the Eye visually instead? Try sending out a probe. We need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover that long distance quickly. A cannon, it's the cannon that's down below. Cannon orbit around a celestial body would circumvent need to escape gravity's pull, which that one does. Giant Steep would be a good choice. It's the furthest away from the sun. Oh, it's not that one. Furthest away from the sun, but it would provide the best angles for launch. It's moonless, except when the Quantum Moon is visiting. Mallow's idea is clever. No, but we don't tell Paris. Of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. I believe I have a solution for that problem. Have you spoken with Rami and Pry about the technology you're developing? As we couldn't find the ICE signal, using 2 different devices built for this exact purpose would discontinue this search method. Yes, let's build the cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. I know where we're heading next. And we have our heading. Here we go. All right. Oh, we already listened to this. It was basically just telling us that the door was locked. And for the people who are going to play, instead of just playing D&D. Oh, 100%. I agree. I technically have a D&D group. We just haven't started yet. Where's my ship? But I'm looking forward to it. I really enjoy the character that I've made for it. It's essentially like writing a lore character, which I love doing. Just for D&D, so it doesn't have to be me. There's the tower. Still hasn't fallen, like, which is pretty cool. Alright, here's the ship. What class? Rogue. Rogue. Has to be a rogue. Alright, ship log. Quantum Observatory tornado simulation. And then that's leading us to the orbital probe cannon, which is on Giant's Deep. In orbit around Giant's Deep. It's not even on Giant's Deep. Okay. Alright, you know where we're going, chat. It's Giant's Deep time. And I believe I see our probe. You look just where my cursor is, you can just barely see it. I love the music in this game. Oh, the damage, the ship's damaged. Okay, hang on. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. How do I even land on this thing? That probe's split in half. You can see it. It's broken. Oh, we're about to hit it. Oh, this isn't good. We've been sent wayward. This is why you stay in your seats. I can see that porthole. All right. Hello. Hi. All right. This is going to be a very risky play. But, you know, it should be worth it in the long run. Hopefully. I'm going to exit the ship. Okay, we are literally just in space now. There is no planet holding us in. We are just in space. We didn't refuel. I just realized we did not refuel. By the way, just in case some of you have forgot, if you have a stream streak, that is cool. But also if you have the unique stream streak, which is a vial that you can fill up using the channel points, that is also for something in the future that I haven't told you guys about yet. Oh, hang on. I see it. Oh, we can switch to the floor. Okay. This is what it used to look like. There. Whatever that thing is. Yeah. We've corrupted space, chat. That's what we did. Yeah, so where was... So that was there. It's been ripped apart. Sent over that. Over that way. We need to keep our... Let's keep steady as we fly through this thing. Can I even fit through this gap? No, I cannot. I have to go around the outside. Oh, I'm getting a phone call, chat. You have to bear with me a sec. Let me land real quick and I'll answer the phone. I did also notice a bunch of other stuff around here that I didn't see earlier. All right, chat. 2 seconds. Enjoy the music. Alright, chat. Let's quickly view this real quick because I want to see it. The phone ring? Yeah, it was ringing. This is what it looked like originally. See the lightning storms? The statue with its eyes open. Oh, okay. Imagine, Private, the probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. I'm honored and terrified. You won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Fret not, my nervous friend. We only need to fire the probe once. Anyway, who minds? My lord, my better 50%. Cassava is receiving the last of the cannon components soon. Relatively speaking, we'll know the eye's precise location. Cassava tells me and the construction ward crew have determined the power setting will not, under any circumstances, to go above. I see, and I'm right to think that consequently we'll be ignoring that setting. I can posit with nearly 100% certainly our friends have accounted for our natures, so I suggest we do. Giving the orbital probe cannon all the power it can structurally withstand creates the greatest chance to find the eye of the universe. Yes, the probe will travel as fast as it can, as far as it can. I'll make some adjustments. I thought of concluding our elders because of curious and challenging search increases my heart temperature, my love. It really makes you think, what happened? They definitely, okay, it's kind of obvious based off the massive crack in the glass that they overseeded its power. Its power went way above what it should have been. And well, it kind of exploded, let's say. There were a probe cannon, module launch, probe tracking module. What is... Okay, we need to hang on. We need to find this for next time. Any novice aboard the probe tracking module will be the first to see the coordinates of the eye of the module. I saw the probe tracking module through the Nami's projection pool. It looked like the module is underwater. No! No, we don't have to go underwater, do we? Public electricity as other people. Oh my god. I have a massive fear of the water, chat, if you don't know. I have a massive fear of the water. Oh, is this a water planet? Please don't tell me it's a water planet. Alright, well, with that being said, that is unfortunately where we have to end today's stream. Because I need to go. Like I said, today's a shorter one. We know this. Who's live currently? Oh, Owen's live. You know what, we'll send you guys over to Owen. It's been a while since we've raided him. Alright, let's just... Yeah, we don't really have anything to do, so let's just send you guys over. Are any mods here? Real quick. I don't know. Because can we please get the raid messages? Sorry, just sorting something out. Owen Ding, yeah. We're raiding Owen. Raiding Owen. Alright, let me put some music on. Let me... Alright, chat. Alright, if you have a sub, please use the sub raid. If you do not, please use the normal raid. I'm going to be sending you guys over to Orange Juice TV, who is currently doing planning for his hardcore world. It would mean the world to me if you could hop in the raid and go check him out. What it meant to lose. Alright, chat. I will see you all on Friday. I'll see you all on Friday, okay? We're going to be doing Skyblock. Skyblock on Friday. And then we'll do Outer Wilds probably on Sunday? Or we'll either do Outer Wilds on Sunday or we'll do planning for Skyblock on Sunday, depending on schedules and stuff. On streams for... Yeah, there's no point refreshing it. I'm going to be so honest. There's no point. I lost connection to the internet, so bear with me. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Friday. Have a good rest of your day, no matter what you're doing. And enjoy. And I'll see you all on Friday. Bye, chat. Bye, 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 bye.